All right, welcome to day 6 of this John Boat restoration project. You can see we have the front deck placed on there just temporarily, but we don't have any of the screws screwed in. What we're going to do today is finish the wiring. We had a little bit of a problem with the wiring on day 5. With the trolling motor, the wire wouldn't carry in any juice, so we're going to run some more wire. We're also going to attempt to install the front and rear positions for the fish finder and try to check all the rest of the wiring for the lights of the boat. After that, hopefully we can get to mounting some of the rest of the hardware, and we'll see how far we get today. Okay, we've run the wire for the trolling motor. Now it's the moment of truth. Let's see if it, before we screw the deck on, let's see if it works. We had a little bit of a problem. If you can see this ridge that goes all the way down the boat, that's normally where the trolling motor wire would run, but we couldn't get it through there. So we took another rib on the bottom of the boat, so now it runs actually underneath the center line of the boat up to the front. We've hooked it up to a battery temporarily, so let's check it. Great. That's a big step. Now that we have power, we can move on to the rest of the project. Okay, once the motor is mounted, I've gone ahead and installed the deck and ran the wiring for the trolling motor. Not only did I have to run the power strip for the trolling motor, which is this wire right here, but I also had to run the transducer to the front fish finder. Now you can see here it's a trolling motor mount transducer. That's it right there in the bottom, attached with a pipe strap, and then the wire for that runs all the way up the shaft of the transducer. Now you got to remember to leave a little bitty loop there where the shaft turns, because you need some play once you turn it all the way to the right and then all the way to the left. So you need some play in there so it doesn't pull on that transducer wire. And I ran it all the way up and all the way down into the hole, and then underneath the hole and back up through where the front trolling motor mounts. After I mounted the front transducer and the front position for the fish finder, I mounted the rear. Now you can see the actual Humminbird 383C fish finder there. I mounted this directly on my captain's helm, and I've wired both. Let's see if it works. Well, we got power, so that's a good sign. Make sure before you do any final installation of anything, you have power to everything you need before you put on the deck. I also checked the power to the front light post, and I have power there. So once I know I have power to that, power to the trolling motor, and power to the front transducer, front fish finder, I went ahead and installed the front deck. Getting to the end of the project here, and as you can see, I just did a quick connect with the battery. It's not in position or anything, but I had to check everything out. I've already installed the back light post, and that's about it. Now the only thing that's left is to mount the rear transducer, so we'll get on to that. Another thing I had to do today is to mount this front hatch flap, and as you can see, it fits real nice. I used rivets. Those are 3/16, I believe. This actually used to, the flap used to open down with a latch, but I'm just going to leave it like that. I think I like it better, and that way I know it's always going to be down. I don't leave it open. Another thing I did is I cut the hole and installed the rubber piece for the front end of the rod tips for the rod holders. I haven't put in the rod holders yet. They go all along this side of the boat here. but I've already made the hole, and I carpeted inside that. If you notice, I carpeted inside there, so it'll keep the rod tip safe. Okay, here we are. I think we're done finally. I think it turned out very nice. I'm going to go through and explain everything I did. As you can see, the first most apparent thing we did is paint the boat. We also painted the trailer. It turned out very nice too. I encourage you to go to the pictures from John Boat Restoration before and John Boat Restoration Day 1, just to kind of see exactly where we started and compare the finished product to what we started with. We've also redid the carpeting. So you can see the carpeting turned out very nice all the way around. It was a little bit of a chore, but if you work methodically and plan out what you're going to do, it makes it easier. We also installed a new motor guide trolling motor. We installed a new Humminbird 383 fish finder. We installed it in the front position, and as you can see back here on the helm, we have another position for when we're underway. We reinstalled all the accessories, for example the fire extinguisher. We installed the mounts for our fishing rod holders. We installed the cleats. We installed 2 positions for lighting, one in the front and one in the rear. But all in all, I think it turned out pretty nice. There is only one more thing we have to do, and that's we had to take off the lettering for the serial number for the boat. It goes right here, and we're going to go ahead and probably paint that on, but we'll do that in the springtime, right before we're going to put her out. I think it turned out real nice. The color is nice and vibrant. My brother told me that I'm going to be real pissed the first time that I bump into a log and mar this finish. But guess what? It's a fishing boat. It's to be expected. Plus, we also always have touch-up paint. Please comment on the process. If you watch all the videos, I applaud you because there's quite a few of them. I think there's quite a little bit over an hour's worth of video that was taken. As far as how much time this took, not including the painting, I'd say it probably took about 50 hours of labor. That was just me. Nobody else helped me except for the painting. Otherwise, I mean, it really wasn't that tough of a project as far as skill level is concerned. Anybody can do this. I am not a professional restorer. I don't work on cars. I don't work on carpeting. I have no special skill set, but what I do have is the ability to go on the internet and tap that resource. I suggest everyone go to, if they're going to think about doing something like this, go to tinboats.net. That's TINBOATS.net. It's an excellent source. Many people have restored John boats and other types of boats, and that's a great resource. Also, you can watch all of my videos because I pretty much went step by step, and except for the painting, you'll see every step of the way through. I suggest you do that. Thanks for joining us, and in the spring I'll be sure to put another video of the boat underway. I'm sure it's going to look great on the water. It's going to look even better when I have some fish in the live well. So thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the process. I have, and give me some comments. See if you see what you think. So thanks again.